The Lake Missoula floods were, in a word, epic, ruthlessly, unfathomably fast and powerful.
Okay, well, I'm at an area in eastern Washington called the Grand Coulee area, and this is, I think, one of the most spectacular parts of the Lake Missoula floods. The floodwaters basically ran into another glacial lake called Glacial Lake Columbia. Just sort of flew through the area. Glacial Lake Columbia certainly didn't have enough space to hold Glacial Lake Missoula, and the deep, thick muds of Glacial Lake Missoula just kind of kept powering through, flying out of Glacial Lake Columbia and out into this area called the Grand Coulee. And if you look around in the Grand Coulee, you'll see these cliffs separated by many miles, these gigantic columns of lava separated by many miles with this kind of flat region in between. And believe it or not, that was the size of these kinds of floods that we're talking about. These are water bodies that are literal miles wide, carving out these vast areas. Everything about the Lake Missoula floods are just so intense and beautiful at the same time. Kind of like me. I don't know if I'll keep that in there or not.
In the Grand Coulee, it's easy to feel dwarfed in the enormity of what came every time the ice dam fell. A disaster that created a world.
Okay, well, I'm at Northrup Canyon, which is one of the many, many trails in the Grand Coulee area where the Lake Missoula flood's vast power starts to become very, very apparent. Just these amazing, huge mud flows and vast, vast amounts of the basalt rock carved out of the earth. So I know very little about this trail other than the fact that it's absolutely beautiful. There's apparently a cabin of some kind, old house at the end, but that's about all I know. Time for some adventure.
Following the floods truly brings the past to life. Boulders strewn in the ground are silent monuments to Ice Age enormity. Walking through the gorge, I couldn't help but wonder if those who lived in the shelter of its walls could sense the magnitude of what once passed. Seeing the lava cliffs tower above me, I was struck by the contrast. Ancient fire exposed to the sun by vast, muddy waters. Beneath that fire, a family lived for nearly a century. Cycles of creation and destruction. Wonders to be found when chasing Lake Missoula.